super excited to have you here. Are you excited too? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel today. My name is Carly.
I'm Carly's husband.
And this is Jordan. We were able to finally convince him to appear on the channel, but I'm so excited. Thanks for joining me. I feel like it's long.
You better uphold your side of the deal.
I know. I feel like it's long overdue. You should have been on the channel like ages ago, but hopefully I can continue. I've successfully convinced you this far. Now I just have to continue to convince you to appear on the channel. Everybody wants more Jordan. So we are so excited to have Jordan join us today through this playthrough. This is a sponsored playthrough of Finspan. Primarily why I was able to convince you to why are you smiling? The main reason why I was actually able to convince Jordan to join us for this playthrough is because Wingspan is one of your favorite games.
Sure.
And then we were able to play Finspan. What one do you like more? Do you like Finspan or Wingspan more?
I like Wingspan, but I like fishies. So.
Okay. I still prefer Wingspan too, but I really do like Finspan. And I wanted to share this on the channel just in case you weren't aware, because I know I'm still having people reach out talking about Finspan and kind of wanting to see more coverage on it. So I'm super excited to kind of do this playthrough, kind of do this overview to kind of show off this game. So in case you are not aware, Finspan is technically just kind of like a slightly kind of easier, more approachable version of the original game Wingspan. There's a lot of kind of similarities in regards to the mechanisms. So I'm gonna kind of jump into like a general overview of how the game plays, but you will see some similarities. So if you are familiar with Wingspan, some of this should kind of seem pretty straightforward and basic. But I'm going to go ahead and set this down, and we're going to kind of jump into kind of a general overview of how Finspan works. So if you're familiar with the Wingspan system, it's very similar, except this time you'll be playing your fish into these vertical columns here instead of rows like in the original Wingspan game. We also start off, there are some cards that actually have a slightly different backing that you can kind of see, and these are like your starting fish cards. So everybody randomly gets dealt two, kind of separate, and I'm sorry, our table is kind of smaller, so we're kind of doing the best that we can given the table size, but something that is slightly different in Wingspan versus Wormspan is everybody's hand is face up for everybody to see.
Finspan.
Oh, Finspan. Sorry, thank you. I'm totally gonna stumble over that this entire video. I promise you that. But anyway, so your hand is always on the table. It's supposed to be open information for everybody. So we each start with those two randomly dealt starter fish cards. We also have three cards that were dealt just from the deck. So Jordan can go ahead and flip those over, and we're just going to keep these. We don't have to choose which ones we want. We just get to keep all three. So again, I'm going to slide my little diver tokens right here, and I'm just going to place these off to the center of the board. So very quickly, I'm just going to kind of show you what a fish card kind of like is. So on the upper left-hand corner of the card, it shows the cost in order to play this card down into one of your areas. Again, different than Wingspan, you actually can play cards anywhere on your board. The only thing is they have to meet the requirement. So like, for example, this fish can only be played in the twilight zone, which is right here, or the midnight zone of my board, but I can play it anywhere on there. You don't have to build out like the way you typically do in Wingspan. There are some more kind of information on the card. Every card is worth a particular amount of points. Every single card does have a particular size, and in this game you actually can eat other fish, but the fish actually have to be smaller than the fish that you like. They have to eat smaller fish, but essentially just kind of covering other fish that might potentially be on your board. Some cards have like game end abilities, or when played, or when activated. Again, very similar to Wingspan. So we'll kind of go through those as the game gets started. But essentially what you were going to be doing on our turn is we have these little divers here, and we can choose to either play a fish into anywhere in our ocean, or we can choose to dive. When you dive, you will slowly go down all the way to the bottom of your board. Again, different from Wingspan, you will go all the way down and activate any locations that are on your board, or any fish that might give you abilities, like for example this parrot fish. If I were to activate it, it would allow me to hatch an egg, okay? So on our boards, there are already some eggs and some fish that are pre-printed on the board, kind of ready for us, kind of helps the game get started a little bit quicker. The game takes place over 4 weeks or 4 rounds, and at the end of every single week, we're gonna go ahead and score these little achievements. So at the end of this week, or whenever we use all of our little divers here, that will signify the end of the week, and we'll go ahead and score any eggs and or fish that are on our board, scoring 1 point for each of those. So we'll go through and do that 4 different times, and then at the end of the game, we have our end game scoring here. So points, basically on our fish, we will score up points for our little eggs that are remaining, along with fish or our schools of fish, okay? So throughout the game, you will have these little fish that will be around on your board. Whenever 3 of them are together on one spot, they actually form a school of fish. And schools of fish are important because they're quite a bit more points than just the singular fish. They actually are worth 6 points each at the end of the game versus these, which are just worth 1 point each. All right, so hopefully that kind of gives you a general idea of how this game plays. We are now just going to kind of jump into our playthrough of this game. Again, we'll be talking out or kind of talking through our turns, especially at the beginning, just to kind of help you follow along. But I will go ahead and start. Do I have all my pieces? I think I do. We start with 6. Right? Okay. All right, so let's think. I think I'm actually going to slide this up just a little bit. So slide this over so I can see the edge of my board a little bit better. I did want to briefly mention this kind of a really big difference in regards to Finspan versus Wingspan is in Wingspan you have a lot of resources that you are kind of managing and trying to deal with throughout the game. In Finspan, it completely gets rid of those. Primarily what you are using to pay for fish are actually other fish cards. And it will actually, when you pay for them, they'll go into your own personal discard pile that you can potentially like resurrect throughout the game. So just because you use a fish doesn't mean it's completely gone. So that's something just to kind of be aware of too. So for my first move here is I'm going to, again, use my little diver, placing it over here, signifying that I'm going to play a fish. Decided I wanted to play my pork fish here. And again, the cost to play this fish is 1 egg. It has to be in the daylight area, and it actually has to be in this middle column because it has that purple stripe at the bottom. So I'm going to turn to my board, see what resources I have in order to pay for that. I'm going to choose to spend this egg right here, and I'm going to play this little pork fish right there.
I'm going to play a fish as well. My little orange Ruffy.
Orange Ruffy?
And he costs 2 fish cards. I'm going to play him in my midnight zone. And I'm going to get rid of these guys.
So Jordan's going to choose to discard them to his own personal discard pile. We'll just start that right there for him.
When played, draw 3 cards. And
you can resurrect one of, or I'll show it up here so we can see. So this card that Jordan just played has a when played ability. So he gets to pick 3 cards from the deck, and then he actually can retrieve one of his fish that he had just previously, or just barely discarded. So Jordan's going to go ahead and do that.
Take my little snapper back.
Snapper back. I want to play another card again, so I'm going to come up here. I've got to kind of build this out a little bit more. This seems like a good option. So I'm going to play my Mandarin fish. Again, it's going to cost me 1 of my cards. I'm going to choose to use this. Well, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. That's kind of a good one. I will I'll get rid of this one, my parrotfish. That goes to my discard pile. And now I can play him again anywhere in the daylight section, but I'm actually going to choose to place here because I want to kind of start building out my rows. Because if you remember in week 2, you can't see it because it's out of the board, but week 2, something that we're going to be scoring for are our complete rows of fish. So I'm going to start working towards that. Again, this has a when played, so I'm going to grab 3 cards from the deck. And then I also get an egg, which I can place on any fish. And any fish can hold a maximum of 1 egg at a time. So that's my turn. Go ahead, Jordan. I love the artwork in this game. It's so cool. Oh, I got the swordfish. I got the swordfish. I'm pretty sure you got the swordfish last time, and I was like super jealous.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
Turn 2, going for the big boy.
Oh, you had a shark?
My blunt nose 6 gill sharky.
Sharky.
He costs a fishy, and he has to eat another fishy. My little orange Ruffy only counts for 1 point, so I think it's a great idea for Mr. Bluntnose to have some lunch for 8 points.
Good choice.
When played, all players get an egg on their purple row.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, technically I have my fish here, but this fish is already full because I already have 1 egg on it. But I can put an egg over here, so that's nice. Helps me out a little bit. Thank you. All right, I think I'm going to play my white spotted little puffer here. Actually, maybe that's not what I want to do. I want to do that, but not quite yet.
Oh, I didn't put my little dude down.
Oh, there we go.
Turn.
There you go. I have quite a bit of eggs. I want to hatch them. I want to try to start making some schools if I can. All right, so I am kind of liking this ability, and I kind of want to place this one right here. So I'm going to play this card. I need to discard one of my cards in order to do that. I will do this one.
Play your diver.
Oh, thank you, my diver. I always forget that. All right. Okay. Your turn.
I'm sick. Charlie's making me play.
You agreed to this like a week ago, so just following through.
All your fans have to deal with my coughing. I'm going to play another fish. Mr. Flounder.
Mr. Flounder.
And he costs 2.
Perfect.
Fish cards.
Nicely done. I really want to try to get more eggs out there if I can. So I do have a couple of spots for them. Actually, I've got 3 spots for them. So I think I'm just going to do that just to try to get some more points. So I'm going to choose to dive. So when you dive, I don't know if we've talked about this yet. If we have, I'll cut it out. But when you dive, you'll go through and you will activate each of these locations if you have a fish that is within that particular column within each sunlight zone. So for example, I'll go here and I do have a fish here, which means I can activate that little bonus, which gives me an egg. Again, I can put it anywhere on my board. I just have to be aware that only each fish can hold 1 egg. I'll come down here and then activate this fish, which then gives me another egg, which I'll use to fill up here. Continue to go down. I do actually have a fish right here, so I can't activate this, which then gives me another egg. I don't have a fish down here, so I can't activate this ability. And then I come down to the bottom, and since it's my first diver at the bottom, I get this little extra bonus, which is an egg, but unfortunately I lose it because I don't have any more places for eggs. So that was my diving turn.
Great. I'm an idiot. When I played, I was supposed to get an eggy on this guy.
Oh. Oh, good job. Okay, we'll go back.
All right, now I'm going to dive for some more fishies. So I'm going to start here.
Holy, you got the whale shark.
Got the whaley.
Oh my goodness.
I don't have a fish here, so I don't get to do this one. Come down here, I do have a fish here, so I get another card. And then I can bring back a fish
from the dead. You've been getting some like great cards.
Cool cards. I don't know if they're great.
You've got a lot. You've got a lot more points on the board already than I do. All right, so we're down to like our last 2 actions. I've got 2 more divers for this round. I think I'm going to. I really want to get my swordfish in play. Maybe I'll do that. Let's go for it. Gotta get some big points. So I have my awesome swordfish here. 6 points at the end of the game, obviously really big. The cool thing about the swordfish is that it can go in any zone, which is really cool. All right, so I'm gonna place him right here. I want him down in the depths. Or actually, maybe I'll put him on this side so then I can move my fish around a little bit more when I activate this ability. All right, so I put him down. His cost is 1 of my fish card, and then an egg, and then one of my little guppies, but it's okay. because when played, I can actually hatch one of my eggs. So I will go ahead and hatch this guy right there. And then I get to draw 3 cards from the deck. Let's see what cards I got. So I got, ooh, yellow boxfish. That one's really cool and bright. Got the white, what is that? White margin stargazer. And then a tropical 2-wing flying fish. 2-wing flying fish. Cool. All right.
Play my haddock in my twilight zone. So I'm playing a fishy. And then he costs a fishy. My poor yellow snapper keeps getting killed. And he costs 2 eggs.
Your yellow snapper is like, what's that new movie? Is it Mickey something where the guy's...
Mickey 17.
Mickey 17 keeps getting killed and then brought back to life. All right. Oh, my final action. I kind of want to hatch some of my eggs and try to move them together to form schools. But I think I should probably do that after this week because our goal is trying to get points for eggs and young. I could get a couple more eggs, basically a couple more points. I don't know. Maybe I'll just start hatching some of these eggs, actually. Maybe I'll do that. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to dive, going to hatch this egg, come down here. Again, I can't do this ability, but I can do this one, which allows me to move my little schools of fish around a little bit more. And I'm going to come down here and not activate that one. Well, maybe I should move out. I'll move right here.
Looking at Carly's board, I know I can beat her. Come here. Oh, I don't get an eggie. No.
Yeah, you don't.
Oh, it's okay. So I don't get the egg here because I don't have a fish in the sunlight zone. I come here, I get an egg. I come here, I get an egg. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. And I come here and I get an egg.
Nicely done. All right, so with Jordan placing that final little diver of his, that signifies the end of the round or the end of the week. So we come up here to our little achievement board, and it'll kind of show us what is going to be scoring. So we're going to get 1 point for eggs and or young that are on our board. So I'm going to actually just set this right over here. Grab the little scoring pad. Oh, did we get a pen? We didn't get a pen. Cut for pen. All right, I got the pen. Okay, so 1 point for each. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for my week 1 achievement, I get 5 points. What did you get?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. Beat me by 1. As always. All right. Okay, so that's going to finish out week 1. So now we're just going to move into week 2. And so for scoring for week 2, it's going to be our rows of fish. So for every complete row, we will get 2 additional points, which is pretty nice. All right, so I'm going to set this up to the top of the board.
Does Daddy get to start this time?
Yes, Daddy gets to start. So we go through, retrieve all of our little divers, and we continue. All right, so now we're officially on to round 2. Jordan gets to start. Take it away.
I'm going to start my turn this round by hatching some fissies.
Fissies.
So Mama Haddock, Daddy Bristlemouth, and then I can move one. Well, I'll do that, and then I won't do anything for that last one.
Okay, sounds good. I'm going to start by getting some cards. I kind of want some more options. So coming down to this column, I'm going to start by collecting 1 card here. It gives me the white sucker fish. Continuing down, I have to skip this. Oh, thank you, Jordan. Catching me. So my little blue spine unicorn fish, all players get to hatch, which is awesome because I'm going to hatch this, which immediately turns my little guppies into a school of fish, which is awesome. I'm going to continue down. I have to skip this one, but then I can activate this one, which gives me another card, which is the pelican eel. Ooh, that one's freaky. See that? Woo! Don't like that one. I guess I'll set that one up there. Come down to my bottom, and I get to resurrect one of my previously eaten fish. Okay, you can go. What should I do? spookfish is kind of cool. Maybe I'll do the parrotfish. No. I'm so indecisive with this game. I feel like...
This game?
In real life, too?
Goodness.
I think I'm super indecisive in this game, especially. Maybe I'll go with a spookfish. Wow, I bought a lot of fish. I've got way more fish than you do. Holy cow. Look how many fish I have.
I know. I don't really have an engine going right now. Most of my cards are when played. I'm also going to get cards. Coral fish. Don't get that guy. Pilot fish.
Yeah, you are getting a ton of when played abilities. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's killing me.
Yeah. All of yours. Wow.
It's killing me. Carly rigged the deck.
I did not.
She did.
I did not. All right, so that was your turn. I am going to, and just in case I didn't say anything, because I don't even think I mentioned this, if you're familiar with Wingspan, in Wingspan, every single round you get like one less action, but in Finspan, you will retain the 6 little divers that you have throughout the entire game. So every round you will always have 6 actions. So just in case you're like, hey, what's happening to their workers? You collect all of them every single game. Every single round.
Great point.
Great point. All right, so I'm actually going to go ahead and play my little spookfish here. I really want to try to get more eggs out on the board, so this hopefully will kind of give me that ability. So I'm going to go ahead and play it, and I can play it here in is it the Twilight Zone? Is that what it's called? I think it's the Twilight Zone. So I'm going to go ahead and play my little spookfish right here. I have to spend 2 cards in order to do that, so I'm going to spend this one. And maybe my eel. Yes. All right.
Okie dokie. This ability, do I get to have a fish eat another fish?
Yeah, so you can tuck.
Oh, it's tucking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kind of similar to Wingspan if you do like eat another fish or have to quote unquote tuck that fish under another one, it'd be worth 1 point at the end of the game.
All right, I think I'm gonna play
Your Greenland shark,
which is the current record holder as the longest lived vertebrae. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. You're so smart.
Greenland shark, soon to be American land shark.
American land shark.
Alright, Greenland shark's going to eat Mr. Bristlemouth. 550 versus 3. Easy little snack.
You didn't stand a chance, really.
So that's the cost for eating, and then I have to get rid of one of my gups.
Gups.
And it says, when played, all players get to lay an egg.
Oh,
on
yay!
Dark tail. So all the size of the fish have different tails to signify how big they are. So dark tail is the biggest.
Thank you.
So mama shark, daddy shark.
Making some eggs. I really would like to hatch some of these eggs that are going on. Maybe. Well, I don't know. Maybe I should. Let's see, because then I would be able to hatch. And I couldn't move. So maybe I won't do that. Maybe.
If there was a battle royale of our boards, I would totally win.
Of our boards? Oh, yeah.
2 sharks.
You've got 2 sharks.
And a flounder.
I have my swordfish, but that's really it. The rest of my... Look how tiny my... Oh, my goodness. All my fish are so tiny.
So am I.
Okay.
Finspan battle royale.
Finspan battle royale. All right, so I'm going to play my little yellow box fish here. Come here. Has to be played in the daylight area, so I think I'm going to play it right here. And I have to spend 2 fish in order to do that. I'm going to spend these 2. Over to you.
All right. I'm going to visit the birthing factory.
The birthing factory?
So the sharks are going to go into labor. Then I'm going to move.
Oh, you missed it. When activated.
Oh, when activated, all players get to draw a card.
Thank you.
Heck yeah.
You need that.
I do.
Oh, but look, it's another. Or is it a game end one?
Oh, it's an if activated.
Oh, an ignite.
I'm going to move this guy over here so my haddock gets a little groupie. And then I've already done this ability once, so I don't get to do it again.
So, yeah, it'll just come right here.
Okay. It'll just go right there.
The interesting thing about like the guppies and the fish is they can actually move independently of fish. So these little guppies could just be chilling right there. And if you ever have a fish that covers that, they will just go on top. So that's how the little guppies work. All right, I'm going to play my little white spotted puffer right here.
Goodness.
Possibly. So I have to spend an egg in order to do that.
I'm going to play fish. Yellow snapper's finally making his debut.
Oh, finally, after getting eaten like a million times.
Yep. Resurrected. I have to play him in the sun. I think I'm going to play him there in green.
Okay.
Yeah, and he costs 1 fish, so Mr. Pilot Fish this time.
So I'm really trying to focus on building out my rows just to kind of go towards the weekend achievement. So I'm going to put my little plate fish here. I have to spend a fish in order to do that. And then also an egg, which kind of sucks, but it's worth it. Because now I have 2 rows going towards that weekend achievement there. But now I'm out of fish. So hopefully next round I can at least get stocked up on some fish a little bit.
I'm going to play a fishy 2 for my last turn.
Your scorpion
my
fish.
Spicy scorpion fish. Who costs the fish. I'm going to get rid of...
Not the whale shark.
No, she's coming. Probably butterfly fish for now. Costs an egg. And
a guppy.
a little guppy.
Little guppy.
Piss the shark off, taking his little buddy.
All right, for my final turn, I really need to get some more cards. So I could come here, get a card. If activated, so all of us get to hatch one of our eggs, which is kind of nice. We can hatch another egg if you have one, which you do. I'm completely out. Have to skip this, but then I can collect another card there. All right, so now that signals the end of the round. So now we're going to score up the week 2 achievement. So for week 2, it was rows of fish. So I was able to get 2 full rows, so I get 4 points for that. And then Jordan...
I got 0.
Jordan gets 0.
Chill.
That's kind of
Chill.
sad.
No, I know what I'm doing.
Jordan gets 0, I get 4. And now we move on to week 3. So for week 3, it is for schools of fish. So for every school of fish we have, it'll be worth 2 points, which is nice. All right, so I'm going to set this up here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to retrieve all of our little divers. This time I get the first player token. So I get to start. Coming into week 3, now that we know that we kind of I need some more schools of fish. So I think I'm going to get some eggs and kind of get that started. So I'm going to come here, get an egg. If activated, get another egg. Sweet. All players can move or regroup their little fishies. I think I will move this one all the way up here. Some fishies. Come down here, I get another egg. And I skip that one, but then I get my little bonus egg at the bottom. Sweet. Lots of eggs.
All right. I'm going to play a fish.
You're going with the whale shark?
She costs a whole group of fish.
A whole group? Oh my goodness.
Which is worth 12 points. And when played, all players get an egg on their green column, which Sucks. I've been putting it off because I didn't want Carly to get more, but it is what it is.
Oh, we get them on each of them? Oh, that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I believe so. So
I think so, yeah. All players get it on each. Sweet. All right, well, now I guess I'm just going to hatch because I really want to start making some schools. So we'll come here, we'll hatch. Bloop. And then everybody can move their little fish around if we want to. And I'll do that. Do you want to move it all? Your fishy? I should have explained this in regards to the movement, but when you move your little fishies, you can move as far in any direction as you want to. So I decided to move this way. So I could have moved all the way over to here if I wanted to, but I decided to stop there. So yeah, you can move as far as you want to in any one single direction with the fish. Coming down, I'm going to hatch again, which then makes another little group of fishies. Come down, all players get an egg. Man, we're just like going crazy with the eggs this time. Move, I don't want to, and then move again, which I don't want to. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna get cards. Hawkfish, Hawktua fish.
Hawktua fish.
Giant devil ray.
Oh, look, you're getting all the big ones. Your board is like so scary compared to mine. I've got all these tiny little fishies.
False cleaner fish. And then I get to resurrect, which is getting to the point that I need to pick good ones. That could be helpful at some point.
All right, okay. I think I need some cards too. I don't know, maybe I should just keep hatching. You know what? I might do it. This might be silly, but I just feel like I have a ton of eggs. So I'm gonna hatch. And we can move. Everybody, you can move one of your guppies if you want to. Come down here, I'm gonna hatch again. Everybody gets an egg. Come down here again. All right, your turn.
I'm gonna play Mobula Mobular.
Is that what it is? Mobula Mobular?
Because a fishy.
Oh, you get 2 fish when you get it? Oh, but then you have to pay a fish. So I guess it's really just get 1.
I'm gonna get rid of this guy. I'm gonna get rid of one of my eggs. And then yeah, I get 1 fish. Which I'm going to put on Mama Coco.
I'm going to go ahead and get more cards. Kind of want some more abilities here. So I'm going to grab Flabby Whalefish. What the? Flabby Whale. Jordan! Flabby Whalefish. That was mean, Jordan. That was mean.
Wait, why are you making this cool?
Because I can. I have an ability. So all players get to flip over or hatch. Get a hatch. So then you get a school of fish. You get a school of fish. And you get a school of fish. I'm getting like a lot of fishies here. Okay. Come here, grab another. Oh, I can't do that one. But I can do this one. Grab a card. Ooh, I get the giant manta ray.
That's a bummer.
I see your giant devil ray, and I raise you. All right, and I get to resurrect one of my dead guys. I'm kind of wanting to go for this. I kind of want to see if I can go for that game end ability. That would be nice. All right. Go ahead.
I literally have 2 if activated.
I know.
You have an entire engine.
You've really lucked out. I'm sorry. I'm really surprised how many abilities you've played. Like, look how many one-played abilities you've gotten.
I know.
I'm sorry. Just keep trying to get more cards, maybe.
Alright, I think I think I need to hatch. Hatch. hatch, and when activated, I can move my dude.
Nice.
Hatch. Move. Don't need to do that. Move. Don't need to do that.
Nice. All right, I'm gonna play my little pale. How do you say that?
Chimera.
Chimera. It's nice because at the end of the game, I'll get 10 points if there is an egg, a guppy, and then also a school of fish on this fish. So I want to see if I can try to do that because that just sounds like fun. I want to do that. So I have to spend a card in order to do that. So I'm going to spend this, and then an eggy. Spend this one.
All right before this round ends, I'm going to try to get some fish and see what happens before I go into the last specific.
Another one played, though. Oh my gosh. Another one played.
Great.
If you get another one. Oh my gosh, Jordan.
You rigged it. You didn't shuffle and you rigged it.
No, I didn't rig it. But these are nice because they give you like lots of bonuses.
Rigged.
During the game. Rigged. Okay. Let's think here. My final move. I don't know. Maybe I should try to play my manta ray. Should I play my manta ray? Just for kicks and giggles, we'll go for it. Okay, I'm going to play my manta ray. Gotta get my manta ray out on the board. Cost 2 cards, which I just played, and then a guppy. Then I
2 guppies.
I get
Or 3 guppies.
3 guppies back. So I'm going to place 1 on here because I know I need 1 on there. And then I'll put 2 here. Sorry if you're hearing that. The wind has been insane the last couple days. It's been crazy. So I'm sure the microphone's picking up the crazy wind from outside.
I'm going to play fish. My sardines.
Sardines.
In sunny purple land. Costs 3, which is...
In sunny purple.
Which is a bit crazy, to be honest.
It gives you a pretty good ability.
I know. I'll try to resurrect later. So when played, I get to put 2 eggies. And then I get to hatch 2 eggies.
Nice. All right. So that's end of week 3 or round 3. So for this round, it was schools of fish. So for every single school of fish we had, it'd be worth 2 points. So I had 3, so I get 6 points. And then you had 2, so you get 4 points. Nicely done. All right, so now we're coming to our final week or our final round. So at the end of this, we're just going to activate any end or game end abilities on our ocean in any order that we want, and then we'll go to scoring. Pretty nice. All right. And back to Daddy.
Say it again.
All right. Take it away. Oh, I'm going into week 4 with no cards. Just realizing that.
Yeah, I need some too, unfortunately. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to start off by getting cards. So, when played Lancefish. Lancet fish. When played
I literally
Shark
can't
Sucker.
believe how many when played you've gotten.
Yeah, and activated Lil Skate.
Little Skate.
It's a great album.
Little Skate.
And then I get to resurrect.
That's what you were wanting to do.
Potentially. Butterfly.
Sweet. I'm gonna lay an egg. Go for some eggs here. So, get an egg. If activated, I get another egg. Bloop. Now I can move. Or actually, sorry, this egg I guess I wanted here. So now I'm going to come here and I'm going to move my little fishy there. So now this card is hopefully complete if I can just leave it alone now. Come down here and get another egg. Gotta skip that one, but then I get my final egg.
Alright, I'm gonna play fish.
Is that porcupine fish?
My long spine porcupine.
Long spine porcupine.
Costs 2 cards and an egg. But then it says, when played, I get to put an egg on each mid-sized fish.
Oh, that's nice. I know you've had a lot of one-plate abilities, but they've all been really good. I feel like they've helped you out a lot.
Barely.
But it does suck when you feel like you can't get an engine up. Yeah. Okay, I want to get more cards. Well, I need more cards if I'm going to get any extra points at the end of this game. Ooh, I thought that was a plant. Apparently that's a fish. Leafy sea dragon. Doesn't that look like a plant?
It's a defense mechanism.
Defense, yeah. All right, we can all hatch. So I want to hatch this one. Now I just get to hatch. I get another card. Ew, another weird looking one. Snipe eel. Ew. Eels freak me out a little bit. Another card. And then I get to resurrect one. There's Beckham. Okay, you can go ahead. Let's see, what do I want to resurrect? I'll resurrect my big fishy here. All right, I'm gonna go get back. You keep going.
I'm just gonna get fish as well. But that's playing a card. Get a fish. Yo, I got the freaking box fish. It's like getting the bay leaf out of a spaghetti sauce. It's a little lucky. I'm gonna come down here and get another fish. Ooh, smashed it.
What'd you get?
I got the box fish, the cover fish. Hi, baby.
Hi.
Hi, baby.
Okay, is it my turn then?
It's your turn.
All right, I want to make some schools of fish, which I think I can do here. So I'm gonna hatch an egg, come down here. Now I can move some of my fish around. So I'll come here, make a little group of fishies, which is always nice. Come down here.
All players.
Oh, sorry, all players.
Like
Sorry. Oh, okay. Doesn't help anyways. Hatch here. All players get an egg, which can be helpful. And I can move. Maybe I'll move this one here. And then I get to move again, which will give me another school of fish.
Hey, what are you doing?
What are you making?
What are you doing?
All right, Daddy's turn. I do really like the way that the fish operate in this game versus the wings and egg smacks. Like, I like the eggs, but you basically just stack them for points. But this feels more like interactive with the fish, which I really like.
All right, I'm gonna get fish one more time and leave myself 2 turns to hopefully do something with them. Light fish.
See, you're pulling high-numbered ones.
Dude and this dude.
Sweet. All right. How many do we have? Beck messed up my thing. Do we have
You should have
2?
2.
2 more? Okay. I guess I'll put out a fish. I can put out my big fish here. So toss an egg. Oh, no, I can't do that. Because I'm pretty sure once it's a school, if you can't break it apart. So I don't want to do that. It's okay. I'll put out this fish instead. Or no, sorry, my eel. I'm gonna put out my eel down here. I'll have 2 cards to do that. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Goes right there. Good job.
Mama.
Yes. Do you want one of these cards?
I'm gonna play my butterfly finally. Which costs 1.
All right. So is this my last
Yep.
turn? Did you do your last turn?
One more left.
Oh, well then you went first. So shouldn't I have 2 left?
Sure.
That got me all thrown off. Well, it's okay. It's fine.
You should probably have 2 left.
Man, I can't remember which one. I almost wonder if this didn't go there. No, it did, because I know I got... Oh, I can't remember. It's okay. All right, so I am going to... Okay, so I'm going to hatch. So I'm going to come here, hatch this egg. All players can move their fish around if you want to. I won't. I'll come down here. I'll hatch again. Move.
All players.
All players. All right.
Wait, am I allowed to have 2 eggs on him?
Oh, no.
I don't know why. I don't know where that came from.
It's okay. Just move it.
Weird.
So yeah, every fish can only hold 1 egg.
Just think I have to play a fish. I don't think there's any good opportunities to do anything else. Oh, I can't. He only goes in the Twilight Zone. Great. Great. Alright. It's gonna cost me 2 eggs. But I do get to tuck 2.
That is nice. Gives you a little bit extra. All right, so we got slightly messed up this last round with our turn order or our little actions, but it's okay. We'll just finish there because I think Beckham messed up one of my things, but it's okay. It's fine. We'll just go ahead and end. So, end of week 4. So now we're going to go through and activate any game end abilities on fish in our ocean board. Again, not any that actually score you points, just end game end abilities. I don't have any, but Jordan, you have a couple, right?
Yep. So I'm going to do game end. I get to put an egg on each purple row fish. That guy already has an egg. And then I get to hatch 3 eggs and move 1. So I'm going to hatch. Doesn't really matter. Hatch. I get to move 1, so I'll move this over here.
Make a group. Nice. Nicely done. All right. Okay. So that is essentially it. So now what's going to happen is we're going to go through our scoring. So we're going to start with game end points, which are all the yellow, potentially yellow scoring on our fish. So for example, mine, I get 10 points if I have an egg, a guppy, and also a school of fish on this card, which I was able to get. So I get 10 points for that. Do you have any fish that do that? You don't. Okay. All right. It's 0. So now points printed on your visible fish. Now we're going to go through and add up all of our fish here. Jordan will be my calculator.
32, 67.
67? Okay. So Jordan gets 67.
6, 7, 11, 16, 22, 27, 29, 45.
45.
Yes.
Wow, I got way less. But you have some pretty high number. That Whale shark especially. Okay, so now we go through on our eggs. So every single egg you have will be worth 1 point each. So I have 2. You have
2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Each young you have will be worth 1 point. So I have 3.
1.
Jordan has 1. And now our schools are 6 points each. So you can see like how there's quite a bit. It's quite a bit more beneficial to be trying to make schools than just leave them as young. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 24. And now consumed fish. I don't have any.
Just 2.
2. Oh, wait. I think these actually count as consumed.
Oh.
So I think I have 1 there.
So I have 4.
You have 4. All right. Let's add it up.
And now I'm afraid I didn't do this right, and I want to double check because otherwise I'll get attacked.
Okay, wait. What did you not do right?
I said I just want to do the fish.
Oh, dude. You're worried about the backlash online?
67.
67. Yeah.
Money.
See, you got it.
4 plus 2 plus 1 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 5 plus 2 plus 5 plus 4 plus 6. 44.
44. 45.
Oh, gave you 1 extra.
So you were slightly nice to me. All right, so 44 for me. All right.
Carly, 105.
105. I think you got me.
I don't know.
I think you did.
111.
111. See? You always kick my trash at these games. Have I ever beaten you at Wingspan?
That's not kicking trash. It's like 1 fish. It's a 6-point fish.
But it's enough that you win. So I typically don't win Wingspan against you. I'm pretty sure you're the one that usually always wins.
I didn't even have an engine.
And you didn't. And you still did great.
Just had the big sharks.
You had a lot of the big ones. No, you did awesome. Great job. Great game, babe. Thanks for playing. All right, so hopefully that kind of gives you a general idea of how this game kind of plays. Again, I know there was kind of some mix-up in regards to the actions at the end, but it's fine. But I really like this game. Hopefully this comes through over kind of on the gameplay, but I think this is a slightly more approachable version than Wingspan. There's kind of like less overhead, less you have to kind of manage. It feels a little bit more streamlined and kind of just more approachable. So hopefully this kind of gives you an idea if Finspan would be a good fit in your collection. Again, I know it's the moment we saw it, we were interested, obviously, because of the fish. But then when we started playing it, I really do think it deserves a spot in our collection because this is what I would introduce people to first instead of Wingspan because there's just like less overhead, a lot about it just feels a little bit more streamlined. And I really like the theme, and I know you like you do prefer the theme of this to Wingspan because I know you like Wingspan the game more.
I don't know. Do you like birds or do you like fish better? I don't know.
I know. I feel like you're a fish guy.
I mean, I would say generally, yes, I like fish better, but the birds, I like the birdies too.
I like the the fishies and the birdies.
It's apples and oranges.
Yeah.
I think they both play well. I think there's both things that I like about them. I like that I don't have to roll dice and have chance of whatever is coming out of the bird feeder.
That's a big thing for a lot of people too.
But there's things that are difficult in this game too. So it's apples and oranges. Do you want to play with fishies or do you want to play with birdies?
Yeah. I think
pick.
Either way, I mean, we love the Wingspan line of games, would highly recommend them. So yeah, I'll make sure to have links to everything in the description below if you are interested. I did want to give a special shout out to Stonemeyer Games for helping sponsor this playthrough today. Again, I know playthroughs kind of help me kind of decide if games are right for me and for my collection, so hopefully this helped you as well. Thank you so much for watching this playthrough today. Jordan, thanks for sticking it through the sickness and joining us on the channel.
You're welcome.
If you enjoyed this video and you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, it means so much if you could do that. It really helps support us in everything that we're doing over here. But until next time, we hope you have a great rest of your day and we'll see you later.
I'm gonna go get Chick-fil-A.
Okay. Get me a lemonade. And you need to see if they have the dragon fruit lemonade.